Imagine walking into a cave filled with stone statues, every one of them frozen forever. Yet one man entered and walked out alive. He never looked directly at Medusa.
How Perseus killed Medusa without looking at her. The secret that shocked ancient Greece. Medusa wasn't always a monster. According to many versions of Greek mythology, she was once an incredibly beautiful young woman. She had flowing hair, captivating eyes, and served as a devoted priestess of Athena. Then everything changed after a tragic event. Athena transformed her into one of the Gorgons. Her beautiful hair became writhing snakes. Her face became terrifying, and her eyes carried a deadly curse. Anyone who looked directly into them would instantly turn to stone. From that day on, no warrior dared challenge Medusa. Those who entered her cave never returned. Her name became the greatest nightmare in all of Greece.
Medusa was not always a monster. She was once a beautiful priestess of Athena. Then her hair became writhing snakes. One glance would turn you to stone. She became the greatest nightmare.
Far away, a young man named Perseus was living an ordinary life. But King Polydectes wanted him gone. So he assigned Perseus a mission, one that sounded more like a death sentence. Bring back the head of Medusa. No one believed he would survive. Not even Perseus himself. Yet just when all hope seemed lost, the gods intervened. Athena, Hermes. They didn't give him overwhelming strength. Instead, they gave him a strategy. Athena handed Perseus a polished bronze shield. Hermes gave him a divine sword. Hades provided the helm of invisibility. The Nymphs gifted him winged sandals and a magical pouch. At first glance, none of these gifts seemed connected, but Athena understood one crucial truth. Perseus could never look directly at Medusa. Not once. The shield wasn't meant for defense. It was a mirror. Perseus trained tirelessly, watching only reflections, never the target itself. Every movement, every breath, every step, one mistake would mean death. At last, Perseus entered Medusa's cave. Everywhere he looked, stone statues, some still holding their swords, others frozen in terror. The silence was overwhelming. Medusa slept peacefully, but the snakes on her head never stopped moving. Perseus kept his eyes lowered, never once looking at her directly. He watched only the reflection in Athena's shield. Step by careful step, until he stood only a few feet away. He raised his sword. One swift strike. In a single instant, Medusa's head was severed. Her blood spilled across the earth. And from that blood, two miraculous beings emerged, Pegasus and Chrysaor. Suddenly, the other two Gorgons awoke. Perseus immediately placed Hades' helm upon his head. He vanished, escaped the cave unseen, carrying the most feared trophy in Greek mythology. Perseus didn't defeat Medusa because he was stronger, nor because he possessed a magical sword. He won because he understood his own limitations. Some battles cannot be won through direct confrontation. Sometimes, victory comes from changing your perspective. Athena's shield didn't merely reflect Medusa, it reflected an eternal truth. Wisdom will always outshine brute strength. Perhaps that's why, thousands of years later, the story of Perseus still inspires us. Not as the tale of the strongest hero, but of the smartest one. So what do you think? Was Medusa truly a monster, or simply a victim of fate? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy cinematic retellings of Greek mythology filled with mystery, history, and unforgettable legends, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because many of the world's greatest myths may not be the stories you think you know.
He won by changing his perspective. Wisdom outshines brute strength. Perseus inspires us today. Like and subscribe for more myths. Share your thoughts below.